Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome once again, as always, to another helping of Mr H's Hot Pot. You join me today in my hometown of Wigan, and I'm currently in Westwood Park, which is not far from Lawrence. It's sort of in between Lawrence and Poolstock in the Wigan area. And I'm joined today by little Toby James, as you can probably just see over my shoulder there. And we've come into Westwood Park today, or what's left of Westwood Park, because I believe Wigan Council have got major plans for this area. They're going to redevelop all this and build more houses on it. So we've come here today for two reasons. Number one, I think this won't be here next year. I think construction workers will have moved in here and the groundworks will be prepared for houses. And secondly, this is mine and little Toby's last summer of being able to do this kind of thing, because as of September, little Toby James will be in school, won't you, lad? Yeah, he'll be in reception. He starts school properly. I'm a little bit saddened, if I'm being honest, because I'm going to lose my little mate, although it does feel like a long 3 years looking after him. I am going to miss you, lad. I'll miss doing all this kind of stuff, but you have to go to school. It's one of those things. So like I said, all we're doing today, we're just going to come here and just chill basically, and we're inviting you guys along for the ride. I'm mainly making this video for posterity really, and so little Toby can watch it back one day and remember coming into the woods with his old dad to cook a pack of sausages and a tin of beans out in the open. We're doing a little bit of Bear Grylls today, Hot Potters. Now many of you out there probably recognise this area from another series of videos that I used to be involved in many moons ago, about 7 years back now. So without further ado, I've got the fire going there. Let's crack open these sausages and get them in a frying pan and let's start cooking, shall we? So Hot Potters, we've got the fire going. I'll stick the pan full of sausages on that in a moment. Little Toby's busy vlogging and filming himself like father like son. And here is one of those inspection wells that's appeared in this wooded area since the last time I was in here. And it would also appear that someone has been living in here, as I had to move the fireplace back into its original position. It was over there. We'll just take a look at this, and there is someone locally who lives in these woods. But as I said earlier, with the amount of activity over here with construction vehicles, especially now Westwood House has gone, I think it'll not be long before they're starting to build on this, and whoever lives in here will have to find somewhere else, unfortunately. Shame really. I've had some good times over this area, walking dogs and whatnot, coming over with old friends, so I'll be sorry to see it go. However, that's the way things go, isn't it? Progress, or so they say. Anyway, I'll crack those sausages out now and get them on that fire. Toby's waiting patiently there, aren't you, lad, for your dinner? And there we go, Toby. We're cooking on gas, or in an open fire in our case. I've just put half of the sausages in. We'll have a second helping after. The only problem with cooking like this is you can't regulate the heat. You've just got to keep turning them over until they're right, which I'll do in a moment. But it takes me back, that. You just can't beat cooking out in nature. You enjoying yourself, Toby?
No way.
I'll take that as a yes. I'm looking forward to my dinner, lad. Right, I'll start to turn those sausages over because they're starting to spit. We don't want them black on one side and pink on the other. Right, Hot Potters, moment of truth. Ah, not bad them, are they? What is it Jamie Oliver says? Quaw. Well, that's what he says. He'll be going mad now because I'm feeding you sausages. Knowing Jamie Oliver. Ruined school dinners forever, that man. Anyway, I'm going to serve some up now to little Toby. Who's Jamie Oliver?
Yeah.
The man who ruined school dinners.
Why?
Because he must have had rubbish ones at school. These are sort of conversations I have with him. Anyway, I'll get one of these on a stick for him now and let it cool down. So join us in a while when we get the beans on. Toby, are they good then?
Yeah. Yeah.
You recommend them, would you? Yeah. Well, hot potters, those were scrumdiddly-umptious, as an old Wigan YouTuber used to say. We'll go in for round 2 in a moment. Just letting Toby finish off, because obviously, me being a bigger lad than him, I can eat a lot faster than him. But you enjoying them? Well, you don't have to eat fast. You enjoying them?
Yeah.
That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Even if you did knock me pop over and spill it. And hot potters, I'll just show you something else. We're short a night we've getting here. Don't want to be caught short in the woods. As I say, it's a bit of a different video, this one. Just a bit of a fun video. Like I said, mainly so you can look back on it on our day. Right, I'll better bank this fire up again because it's eating wood. And it's getting a bit warm in here too, hot potters. Right, hot potters, welcome back. We're now going for round 2. We're going to finish these sausages off and we're going to stick a tin of beans on. Sadly, not Hans's. A little bit expensive them these days, but I'm going to be having 2 pans going on the fire in a bit, and I'm going to be doing a bit of multitasking, so this can go one or 2 ways, can't it? Anyway, let's see how it works out. Well, hot potters, I'm multitasking. I'm just going to keep these stirred over now.
I'm standing on here one time. What do you used to stand on there?
Well, there used to be a farm over here, Toby, called Home Farm.
Did it use to hold it?
Yeah, it did. It held things in place. I think there was like pig pens over here at one time.
Pig pens?
Yeah, they used to keep pigs.
Was the farm on this side or that side?
Well, actual farm used to be where that island is. Looking good, this, Toby.
Have you brought 2 pans?
I've got 2 pans on go now, lad. Well, hot potters, I'm going for it. I've got 2 pans on the go. I've got my beans going and I've got my sausages just cooking nicely. I think the key is to not have the fire banked up too much, and I think that's the key to being able to regulate the heat on it.
Bang the fire up too high.
Well, if I bank it up too high, Toby, they'll cook too fast, it'll flash cook, and we don't want that.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry, lad? Is it making you hungry? Being outside? Just letting it cool down, Toby.
Yeah.
Well, it's good, that, lad. There's a fire. Done me proud once again. I don't think that tin sheet's going to last much longer though.
What tin?
That tin sheet as I've been using. It's about what? 5 years old? Right, we're going to tuck into this now, aren't we, lad? Well, Toby, was that good?
Yeah.
We've emptied our plates there, lad, haven't we? Always a sign of a good meal, that. Just burning the last of our bits and pieces as we brought with us. As many of you know, the one thing I do like about an open fire is there's no mess. And what we'll do, we'll totally tidy this area up before we leave. Probably cleaner now than when we first came in here, but we'll remove all this stuff, and all that will be left is the fireplace when we go burnt down. Right, I'll whip the camera round and we'll wrap this one up. Well folks, sadly that brings us to the end of today's video. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. Bit different, like I said, I've mainly made it so little Toby can look back on it in years to come. You enjoyed yourself today, lad?
Yeah!
That makes it worth it, doesn't it? Right then, all that's left for me to say is, until the next time, from myself, Mr. H, and little Toby James, here in Westwood Park, it is bye-bye for now. I'm going to say bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye for now. No, 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 no.